Hello everyone, hope all is well and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a Shop My Stash once again. I love doing Shop My Stashes so much because it's so fun for me to go into my drawers and find the products that I've been neglecting, and it allows me to refresh my mind on the products, see if I still love them or not. But before I go into my drawers, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It would mean so much to me, and let's get to it. This is the box I put all my new products that come in during the week. So I think for the eyes, I definitely want to try out the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadows. I have the number 1 and number 2. And I also got this really exciting PR package from Haus Labs, which is Lady Gaga's brand. And I really wanted to try out one of these shades. I believe it's this one right here. Let me know if you'd like a more in-depth review on Haus Labs, because that'd be really fun. I'm a big fan of Lady Gaga and I'm really excited for her brand. I put a primer in here. This is my gift I got from my managers for Christmas, which is so freaking cute. It was a perfect gift because I always wanted one, but I never would buy it for myself, so it's like the perfect Christmas present. And I put this primer in there that I really wanted to try. It's from First Aid Beauty. For my foundation, I'm going to be using this one right here. This is the Dior, what is this even again? Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. And for my concealer, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer. I have completely fallen in love with this concealer. I've been using it ever since I used it in my video not too long ago. Every day. This is my new go-to as of right now. I love it. I'm just gonna take this powder out, my easy go-to Milk Blur set. I always use this. For my bronzer, is there one I haven't used in a while that I want to revisit? I think, yeah, this one, the Maybelline City Bronzer. One of my favorites. I really like this one, but I haven't used it in a minute. I'm gonna pull that one out. For my blush, I have no idea what I want to do. I'm kind of eyeing this because it's such a cute bottle. I'm gonna pull these two shades out because I'm not sure which direction I'm gonna want to go in. These are the M Cosmetics Serum Blushes, and I haven't used them on camera yet, so it's a perfect opportunity to do that. For my highlighter, I don't really know what I want to use. I'm kind of eyeing the Anastasia Perla, or this right here. I don't know. I'm gonna use the Nabla, what is this called? It has a really long name. Amnesia Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder. So long. For my lips, I'm kind of eyeing this formula from Hourglass. I love this formula so much, the Unreal Glosses. I'm going to try to use one that I haven't used yet. This is the shade Strike. It's kind of like a brownish nude. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to do a huge eyeliner, so I'm going to take this brown one, and I want it to be a little softer, so I'm going to be taking this Benefit brown eyeliner. And for the mascara I'm going to use this one. This has been like my go-to lately. It's the Ilia one. This is such a great mascara. I freaking love it. I think I have a full face now. So getting into my primer, I picked the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer. I have been using this the last few days and I've been really loving it. It kind of has a little bit of a tint and a little bit of a shimmer in there. It makes your skin look nice and healthy and illuminated. I really like the effect and it makes makeup go on so smoothly. I've been a big fan so far. It just gives such a beautiful radiance to the skin. I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, I just opened up this Dior Face and Body Foundation and it completely exploded everywhere. Nice. And I just dot that. Oof, it's a little bit messy. Don't know why that would happen today because I've been using this for a while and that's never happened to me. I'm just gonna blend that out with this Royal Langnickel complexion brush. I almost always do this with my foundations. After I apply it with a brush, I'll go over with a sponge just to add some more hydration and pick up any excess product. The thing I love about this foundation is that it really makes your skin just look like skin. And it layers nicely where you want a little bit more coverage. Like right here, for some reason, I have a little bit more redness. I've been a little bit more dry than usual, I think just because of the weather outside. I'm now going to go in with my concealer, and I chose the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, and I'm still using the shade Light 50 which is kind of like my skin tone, but just slightly lighter. I don't really like going super light with my concealers under the eye anymore, which is kind of like my skin tone, but just slightly lighter. I don't really like going super light with my concealers under the eye anymore, just because I find it to be a little bit too stark and obvious. I just want it to be a little bit more of a closer match. And this concealer has some coverage, so go a little bit easy, especially if you're wearing a more sheer foundation like I am. I think I went a little bit too ham, but that's okay. My under eyes needed it a little bit today. I just quickly did my brows off camera because boring. But now I'm just gonna set a little bit with the Milk Blur and Set powder, and I'm gonna be using this Royal Langnickel blush brush, but I like it as a powder brush just because I like how it's tapered. And I'm gonna just slightly set right here, just in areas where I get a little bit too shiny for my liking. I'm gonna be going in with my bronzer, and I'm using the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 200. I'm gonna be using my Nabla Cheek Shaper to apply that. I like this bronzer because it has more of like a yellowy undertone compared to like orangey red. So if you have a little bit more of a yellow undertone like I do, this is a really, really great bronzer. I still really love this bronzer. I think it's my favorite from the drugstore. It just applies so beautifully. It never gets patchy on me, which is awesome, and I rarely set my face over here, and it never clings on to anything. It's also nice because it's very buildable. I've had a lot of drugstore bronzers that have been like full impact right away, and it's so hard to take that down. So it's just an amazing bronzer. I just wish that they would come out with a few more shades, because this is the medium shade and they have one more that's a little bit deeper than this, but I feel like they need to add at least like 5 more to make it a little bit more inclusive. So that's the bronzer. I'm now going to go into my highlighter, and I chose the Nabla Amnesia Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder, and I'm going to apply that with my Nabla brush as well that I love so much. I'm actually going to take some of the Lila B Aglow Face Mist. This is what has got to be one of my all-time favorite face mists. I'm running through this thing like nothing. It's so good because it sets but also makes your skin look so beautiful and glowy. I just bought myself a backup, and they also sent me some more, so I might include that in my next giveaway. I'm not too sure when I'm going to be doing that, but keep an eye out on my Instagram because I haven't done one in a while and I want to do one soon. I rarely ever use sprays because I don't really see a difference in them, but this one I really see a difference when I use this one. It feels like it really locks in my makeup but makes it look really nice and glowy at the same time, and everything just looks like one. And it smells so nice. It smells like lavender and some kind of other scent. It's just so beautiful. So I kind of found myself with my mirror, and after it's a little less wet, I go with my sponge in some areas, just so that it kind of gets into all those layers of my makeup. There. Now everything looks really nice and cohesive. Now for my blush, I'm going to be using the M Cosmetics Serum Blushes. These are my 2 favorite shades. I honestly love them all, but these are like my most used ones, the one I gravitate the most. Rose Milk and Sunset Sky. I think the packaging is super cute on these, but it's a little bit hard to get product, I find sometimes. There, now I finally got a drop. But sometimes it's just a little tricky. And then I'm gonna mix that with my finger to make this like more, I guess more of like a muted coral shade. And I'm gonna apply that with this little brush here. This is the BH4 brush from, I'm not sure which collection, but I like to apply it with this kind of a brush so I can kind of feather it on and kind of have more of a precise application. I kind of do like a stamping and also like a slight tugging. Not really tugging, I don't know, but just kind of flick. And I always apply some to my nose because I think it just looks a little bit cute. So now my base is complete. I'm now gonna move on to the eyes, and I have been loving the ColourPop Pretty Fresh as an eye base. It just never creases on me, and it makes everything go on so smoothly, and it makes the eyeshadow super easy to blend as well. So I've just been in love with that concealer. I'm just gonna blend it out with my ColourPop sponge. I am so excited for the Fenty Beauty Snap Shadows. Like, oh my goodness, I pulled too hard. But anyways, I don't know what I was talking about. I don't know. Here are the two snap shadows I have. This one right here is 1 True Neutrals, and this one is 2 Cool Neutrals. So my 2 moods pretty much. I'm either warm or super cool. I really like the look of this palette. I just will never use this purple. But the other shades I love, and this one's so cute. They're not magnetic. I've seen a lot of people ask if they're magnetic. They're not. They have like these little clips in here. So you put them together and it makes a really satisfying click noise, and they just snap together. So I think I'm gonna be focusing more into this palette today, which is the True Neutrals. So let's get into the eyes. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. I'm first actually gonna be dipping into the City Bronzer because I wanna bring in that tone of my face to the eyes. So this is gonna be my crease color that I'm gonna bring pretty much all the way up to my eyebrows. And this is a Melt Cosmetics 818 brush. Now I'm gonna be dipping into this shade right here, and I'm gonna place that into the crease to deepen it up with a Smith 230 brush. I've had these snap shadows for about a week and a half-ish, I'd say, and I have been really liking them. I use mostly the matte shades because they are very beautiful and easy to blend. I just really wish the shimmers were a little bit more impactful. Here's a swatch of the ones from the True Neutrals palette. They do look stunning on camera. They're just a little lackluster to me. I wish they had a little bit more dimension to them. I'm not going to be using any of the shimmer shades today because I want to use this Haus Laboratories Glam Attack All Over Metallic Cream in the shade Retro, which looks absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness. But now I'm going to do like a winged eyeliner, but kind of bring it up. I don't know. Okay, so my camera died. So while my camera was charging a little bit, I did this eye, so it went a little bit quicker. And, but yeah, this is what we're gonna be creating. I freaking love it. So what I'm doing now, I'm taking my Benefit eyeliner, and I took this shade because it is like the eyeliner version of this shade right here. So it's perfect to do as a cream base because I want it to be really locked in and I don't want it to move. So I'm taking this Smith 205 brush, which is my favorite eyeliner brush. And I always kind of prefer working with this eyeliner brush just because it makes such a precise line. So I'm taking my angle straight from my lower lash line, right where my waterline is, right where the eyelashes grow, and I'm going straight out. And then I'm going to take the point, flip my brush around, and go straight down with a little bit of pressure and a lot of confidence. I'm going to follow this angle right here and kind of bring it up into the crease with this brush. And then I'm going to take this Dose of Colors brush with this pointy side, and I'm going to start blending that out. And it doesn't have to be perfect right now. I'm just kind of adding a guide for us to follow. I'm taking the other side of the Dose of Colors brush with a little bit of that eyeliner, and I'm kind of just building it up into this crease and kind of doing mini circular motions just to kind of start blending that out. And then I'm going to take that brown eyeshadow from the Fenty palette and I'm going to start building that up and smoking it out. Now I'm going to take this pencil and I'm going to kind of draw it on, I'm going to take it on the lower lash line, and I'm going to blend that out quickly with this brush. And I'm going to add some shadow to lock that in. And then I'm gonna wipe my brush off a little bit and just add that lighter brown that we used in the crease right here, because I don't want it to be too dark in the inner corner. And I'm gonna use the Haus Laboratories shade, and I'm gonna take that and kind of scoop it on the back of my hand. And Fenty, with the Snap Shadows, they launched a few brushes. I'm not a big fan of these shapes here, but this is the one I would recommend most if you're interested. I think this is such a unique brush and I love it very much. I've been using it ever since I received it. This is the Fenty Beauty 220 Precision brush. It's great because it has some fluff to it, but it's also kind of a stiffer brush, and it comes to a really nice tapered point. So you can get those details so beautifully. So I'm gonna be dipping into the Haus Laboratories shade, and oh, I almost went on top of the other eye. And I'm going to start blending this onto the lid. If you get any shimmer shade onto the liner again, just go over it with a little bit of eyeliner and it should cover that up and sharpen it up once again. And there, that's it. Now I'm gonna add some mascara. The mascara I picked is the Ilia one, the After Midnight. I think this mascara is just great. So what I like to do is I really like to pack it on with the smaller comb first. And it's curved, so it just hugs the lashes so nicely and really curls them and makes them look so lovely. I'll really get it on the base of the lashes because I want that volume. And then I will comb it with the comb to lengthen and get any chunks out. And there we go. Here are the eyes all finished. I think I'm just gonna leave it with mascara so it's more, so you can really see the detail in the eye. I love this eyeshadow shape. I think it's very dramatic and interesting. I hope you love this look as much as I do. I think it turned out great. So now let's move on to lips and then we're done. For my lips, I picked this Hourglass Unreal Gloss in the shade Strike. And here is that lip. I think this suits it so perfectly, and I just wanted something nude and glossy just to give the lips a little bit of juice, just so that the eyes are the focus. That's always my favorite. I love eye focus looks. Now let's do a mini recap on a few things. First, starting off with the Fenty Snap Shadows. I only used this one today. I've been using these ever since before the release date. They sent me these a little bit early so I could test them out and play with them. But I am very impressed with them. I want to get the smoky one as well. These are the only two that I have. I think these two are perfect for me because I either wear cool tones or warm tones, and I think they're just very genius and small and compact, but you kind of get everything you would need. I love the size because it's perfect to travel with. I'm very excited about these. I think they're great. I hope that they continue coming out with more of these. I don't know. I think these are genius, and I love how you can just have one or two or whatever. I think these are really fun. My only complaint about these is I wish the shimmer shades in this palette specifically, I wish they had a little bit more dimension to them because they can look a little bit flat in my opinion. For the primer I used today, I love this. I've been using it for about a week now. Every time I've done my makeup, it truly helps make everything go on so smoothly, but it also gives a lot of hydration. And I love how it gives you that glow from within without making you look like a tin man. For the Haus Laboratories shade, this is the first product from her line that I've used, and I am really in love with it. It dries down super matte. Like when I put some on my hand there, it took a lot of work to get it off my hand, so that tells me that this is going to be great for those of you who have oilier eyelids, so it's not going to crease as much. It applies a perfect layer. It's very pigmented without having to really work. It doesn't get any separated or weird, and I love the finish of it. I don't know, I'm really excited about these so far. Let me know if you'd like a more in-depth review of her brand, because I have a lot of products that I haven't tried yet, but I'm really excited to. Not too sure about the packaging. Packaging is not my favorite, but the quality seems really nice so far. And for the rest of the products that I used today, I am so in love with how everything performed. I don't think I have any critiques about everything else. I think I just solidified all of my past opinions on these products, I think they just perform so beautifully. They're all very impactful in their own way. I think I love every single aspect of this look. I keep trying to find like my favorite part of this look, but I think I love it all. Oh my gosh, did I get a bunch of highlighter in my hair? Oh dear. Oh, that's the Lady Gaga one, the one that's really hard to get out. That's great. Super clumsy in this video today. What's going on? Basically what I'm trying to say is that I adored everything I tried today, which is very rare. But anyways, that is all from me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a like. It would help me out so much. I will list everything I used in today's video in the description down below as always. And before I go, I would love for you to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!